Hello everyone, welcome to Chirag PostgreSQL 18 DBA tutorial. In this video, we are going to learn day 29 PostgreSQL 18 DBA 0 to hero in 30 days course. So in day 29, we are going to learn about the PostgreSQL 18 Docker plus PgAdmin setup step-by-step process. This is the beginner-friendly guide. We'll go through the complete guide for Docker installation, PostgreSQL installation, PgAdmin installation on that, and how to access this. So we need a server Ubuntu 24.0 per server. So my server is running with the VMware orchestration. Here you can see Ubuntu 24.0 per server is running there. Now I'm going to access my server. You can access through any SSH tool. So SSH client. So Chirag at the rate 192.1 68.50.128. So this is the IP address of the server. While installing, I have given the username, password, and IP address of the server. So same IP address I am using here. So clear. And now I'm going to update and upgrade the system packages. Whenever you're working with the servers, always update and upgrade the system packages. And if Docker is already installed, older version is installed, then you can go through the command. So this is the command will just remove the Docker from there. So it's showing that package this is not unable to locate, means that Docker is not installed. Now I'm going to install the prerequisites. So these are already installed. Then I'm going to add the Docker GPG key, and next I'm going through the source list. So whenever you're adding any GPG key and just changing the source list folder, always update and upgrade the system sketchy. So sudo apt update. So this is done. Now I am going to install the Docker engine and compose a plugin. So sudo apt install -y, and I'll put docker -ce docker -ce -cli. Okay, then containre, yes, okay, nerd.io, then docker buildx plugin. Then we'll go for the docker compose plugin. So these are the required. So we are going to install everything. So docker C is CLI installing, docker C is installing community edition. After that, we'll enable the docker service, means that whenever the system will boot, automatically system docker will start. Systemctl enable docker. So it means whenever your system will reboot, automatically docker service will start. For that we are running this. Then I'm going to start docker. Then check the docker version. We are running with the 29.6.0. Now I'll check the docker compose version. Compose version. We are running with the compose version 5.1.4. Now I'm going to allow the docker without a sudo. So for that I'm going to allow sudo user mode and -a g group docker and dollar of users. So enter. Now restart your system or log out and log in again. So I'm going to restart init 6. So system will boot automatically. So here you can see my system is going to reboot and server is going to reboot. So completed. Now I'm going to access again. So done. So let me check the Docker ps pros. So everything is correct. Now create the Postgres 18 and pgAdmin project. So first I'm going to create a folder. So mkdir, and here I'm going to create pg setup, cd pg setup. So I'm inside the pg setup. So create a docker compose file. So sudo nano docker compose.yml. So this file is created. So you can type the code, and yeah, I have already the docker compose file code. So I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to explain this. So here service Postgres image, I'm going to use Postgres 18. Container name is pgdb, and restart. Let's stop. Postgres user admin, password is admin at the rate 123, database name is mydb. Port 5432 is outside port, and 5432 is inside the Docker port. Volume, this is the path where we are keeping the PG data, and image and container other details you can find, and ports for this one for the pgAdmin 4. I'm going to latest one I'm going to use, and here username admin at the rate admin.com, and password is admin at the rate 123. Port inside 5050, outside I'm using 80. Depends on Postgres. So this is done. Now I'm going to start the container. So docker compose and up minus d for the background. So pulling the image Postgres 18, and there is a pulling the image for the pgAdmin 4 also. So approx 177 MB for this, and that one is Postgres is 168. So pgAdmin is near about to complete it. It is pulled successfully. Okay. So here you can see image Postgres engine is pulled, image pgAdmin 4 is also there. PG setup is default, volume creation is created, container pgdb, and container is pgdb pgAdmin. So two containers are started also. Now let me check process, verify the container is running or not. So both are running. Here you can see TCP IP, and this one also running with this. So both are running. Next, verify the Docker volume. So Docker volume ls. So this is the PG setup, PG data. So this is the local volume name is this one. So this is working fine. Now next, I'm going to open the PG admin port. So on firewall. So sudo ufw allow 5050 and slash tcp. So done. Now going to reload this one, sudo ufw reload. So in my case, my firewall is not enabled. So if your case the firewall is enabled, then always do this. So Chrome. So here I'll just open this. So http colon double slash, and this is the 192.168.50.128 colon 5050, and put the username admin at the rate admin.com and password is admin at the rate 123. So click on login. So we can log in, and here the database is not showing. So right click on this, go to the register and server. Give the name of the database pgdb. Go to the connection. Here host name is 192.168.50.128, and username is admin, password is admin at the rate 123, and click on save. So here you can see database is connected, and here you see the MyDB is also created. And go to that this one schemas, tables. So we don't have any table in my case. Okay, so we can able to access through this. Now let me install the client. So sudo apt update, and I will install the client here, Postgres client here, for the accessing the database. So sudo apt install -y PostgreSQL client. Now I'm going to access the PostgreSQL from here. psql -h localhost. This is running a localhost -p and 5432. This is the port number, -u, username is admin, and -d database. I'm going to the MyDB. So enter, it will ask you the password admin at the rate 123. So we can able to access this. /dt, we don't have any table now. So now I'm going to create a table, create table employees, and here ID, ID will be serial, and this will be primary key, name, varchar 100, and email. This will also varchar 100. Then last I'm going to add the salary, and this will I'll put numeric and 10 comma 2 into up to 2 point, and close this and enter this. So create table is done. Now dt, sorry, /dt. So employee is there. Now select extract from employees. So we don't have any data. Now I'm going to insert some data. Insert into my table name employed, and there is a column name is name, sorry, name, email, salary. Okay, then values. Here I'll put my name is Chirag, so I'm putting Chirag. There is a email address I'm going to add, Chirag at the rate example.com. Now I'm putting some salary dot 00. So insert it. Now I'm going to insert another one with any other name, Sanju, Sanju. Here I'm going to put 65,000. So both the data are added. Now I'm going to edit one more thing. So this one for the row. So edit. Now I'm going to select this one. So able to access this. Now access from here also. So reload this. Employee table is there. Right click on the employee. Here you can option the view all rows. So here the data will be visible here. Okay, so data is visible there. So data is we can able to access from both. So this is completed. Now we have completed all the step-by-step process to installation of Docker, PostgreSQL inside that, and pgAdmin inside that, and how to access from the this one, use localhost and browser also. So we have completed this. For a real development, place the example username and password just like admin at the rate 123. Use some strong password and always use some avoid the exposing the port 5432. Some use some different port or just write some pghv file so cannot access from the other is user. So disclaimer is that this video is created for the educational and informational purpose only under the Fair Use Section 107 Copyright Act 1976. All trademarks and logos belong to their respective owners. And you can follow me on YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, WhatsApp channel, and Telegram channel is there. For any copyright concern, you can send me mail on the chiragmahto@gmail.com. You can follow me the process exactly shown in the video. Do you have any question? Then drop them into the comment box and like, share, and comment and subscribe to Chirag Mahto official tutorial. Hope this will help. Thank you for watching.